Welcome to my kitchen. So today I am building something out of one board. Why? Because it's cheap, it's affordable, it's minimal materials, and it's an easy, quick build. So what am I making? Follow me. Okay, so imagine this. Just imagine this, a box. Okay, we got 4 walls, a shelf in the middle. Now the bottom shelf is gonna hold this tea kettle, the coffee. I think that's all I could fit really. Then the top shelf, I'm gonna have cups in there, at least 2. And I wanna drink more tea because tea is so good for you and it really relaxes me because I stress out. Is to have a place there for my tea bags. Tea bags. Now, I only have 8 feet of board, so I'm gonna utilize every inch of that board. Oh, bonus. If I can, no, I will. I wanna make wooden hooks. That way I can hang the cups and really maximize the space as much as possible. All the footage that I can get. I'm gonna do it. So let's go. Wow. I have one 1x4x8 pine. It's pine, right? I don't know, that common board, that regular board at Home Depot. It's one of those 1x4x8. It smells good. So here is the idea. Now you can picture it. Now you can see it. Okay, what I'm gonna start with is cutting the outside and the shelf boards. Now how I'm gonna join it is very simple. So the bottom board, the shelf, and the top board are gonna be the shorter ones. It's gonna join from here into the sideboard. So these are gonna be shorter. Let's get cutting. So I need 3 pieces that are 16 inches long and 2 pieces that are 18 inches long. And I'm not rough cutting everything because I need to use all of this board. So I don't have anything to spare. And now the side pieces. Okay, am I gonna be a little extra right now? Yes. Why? Because I can. Stop block. Well, the first 3 boards that I cut, I didn't get to use a stop block, so I'm just gonna go back and just fine cut it just a little bit so they're all perfectly the same size. This is completely optional, you don't have to, but I'm gonna do it. You can also just do this in one shot. So if you only want to remove a little bit from your material, do this. Blade down, bring your board to your blade, and this is where you cut. And you only removed a little bit, and that's what I wanted. And this is my material so far. 2 sides, middle parts, top, middle, bottom, okay? And this is what I have left. So I want to use this to make the French cleat and to make hooks for my cups. Absolutely can be done. Yep. And if not, I know where else I could steal material from that is still from the same board. So the scrap that I have left is 11 3/4. On my notes, I thought I was gonna have 12 inches left, but I forgot to account for blade curve. So with those 5 cuts, plus my stop block cuts, I lost 1/4 of an inch. Something to note and to remember. I'm gonna make my French cleat only 5 inches long and 1 inch wide. So by cutting a 1-inch strip, I cut it in half, glue it together, and I can get 1 French cleat out of that 1 cut. And I still have the rest of the board to make those hooks. Cutting the cleat. Now I can cut this in half. Heat. Extra. Cleat. There we go. So this is what I have left. Let's make some hooks. So I'm thinking I can cut, the hooks will just have to be the width of this material, which is 3/4. Now I'm gonna cut 1 3/4 inch strip this way to start. Now for the hook. I brought a cup because I need to check that this is gonna fit. So this does fit, but like this is like the max diameter. It fits better when it's at an angle. I just want to add a little something in the front. I don't know how possible it's gonna be. Say this is the wall. This needs a back. So I just need to make like a U shape pretty much. Or like a J. A J. Hello, it's a hook, a J. Let me cut another strip. And a reminder, this is the material that I've left. You know what I'm gonna do instead? To save material, and I can't really like hook into something this thick unless I cut this thinner, which I could do. I could do that. I'm just gonna add a dado. And there's something in the back so I can drill that into whatever, the wall or the shelf. So I'm gonna cut 1 inch off the end of these 3/4 inch strips I cut.
Trigger warning.
All right. Now, since it's gonna go in like this, just trying to see where to start the dado. And that looks like a good spot. Like, so here. This way. Check it out. I don't know what I'm gonna do about where I'm gonna place the hooks just yet. And this is the material that I have left. So, time to sand. Sanding done. That kind of hurts to do that. I'm not sure why I did that. I wanted to be dramatic, I guess. Now to work on the cleat. First, gotta clean up the sides. I messed up this cut, but I can still work with it. I cut it too much to one side, but that's okay. This will go to the wall, this will go on the shelf, and boom, it still works. Now let's assemble. Box is boxy. Okay, you know what's interesting? This doesn't fit anymore. Should have cut it just a little bit like I did earlier. Wow. Now you could stop here, but I'm crazy. So I'm gonna cover up all these screws with dowels. Now to install the French cleat. Okay, I don't have a ton of room, so I'm just gonna make sure to drill at the end. Okay, here are the hooks. The hooks really don't work in here. The gap here came out smaller than I expected, even though I did the math. When you see it in real life, it's different. So I'm not going to use them in here. It doesn't make sense. The cup can just sit on the shelf. But I can use it on the side. That is a possibility. Now, if you want to minimize the material even more, if you were to attach hooks to the side, you don't need this backing. You can omit this and then cut this at a bevel so that it sits at an angle, and then you can just hang stuff like that. If you need to save more material, that's another way. We'll see how I end up using this. Scratches. Yeah. Another thing that I have to add is a hole on the side here for the cord of the tea kettle. I was about to drill the hole on the side, and then I realized something, that I can just cut out a notch here for the cord instead. That way there isn't just some big hole right here. Notch out something here. Something there. I'm gonna use my right angle bit so I can get closer to the edge. Oh shit. So much came off. Not cool. I'm gonna have to glue this back on. Well, that was a disaster. Okay, I'm gonna glue this back. There, nothing happened. Well, I did do some damage control. I've been gluing and I did some sanding in there to clean it up, so it's gonna come out fine. So this is all the material that I have left, and I plan on using every bit of it. There will be no scraps left over in this project. Utilizing the entire board is my goal. So I have an idea for this and for this. So I need to make a template. So here's the idea. I'm gonna make this into a little cup and food tray, and I'm gonna route all these shapes out. And then here I'm gonna route out just a little bit so I can just have my spoon there. Really extra, not necessary, but I'm gonna do it anyway. This is all put down with double-sided tape. All this. So I just need to add one more right here, and then I can get started. My handle's gonna get in the way a lot. I need a smaller router. The little tray's done. Isn't it so cute? Now all the material that I have left is these 3 little blocks. And I have another idea. This is gonna be against the wall anyway, so you're not even gonna see that. All you're gonna see is here. So it's really not that bad. So I just gotta sand that. So originally I made these hooks to hang cups. So you can add one on the side and the other here too to hang some cups for your coffee and your tea. I don't have enough space in here to hang it against the wall and have them dangling either. And there's no point in doing that because there's an actual shelf here. Now what I'm thinking is because I can't hang cups on the side because that doesn't work in my space, I'm gonna use them for something totally different than what I made it for. Okay, so here is where they will go. That looks intentional still, so that's good. And then if this is my little napkin, and I only use cloth napkins majority of the time, I can just keep a napkin there, a rag to clean up if I make a spill, which I inevitably do. I guess that works too. I'm still gonna make a holder for this. See, I can even put plates there too, but just tiny plates. Section of it. I'm gonna put one here to hold it. Oh, sick. Sick. Although the wood grain is very pretty, I have to stain the outside of the shelf to match my kitchen. And I'm using oil for these small parts and for the inside of the shelf to finish the wood grain. That way I can really highlight the waterfall grain. At first I chose this Choco bean just because it had the word bean in it and this is for coffee. I was like, well, let me try it. This was the first time I used a stain and I did not like it. I'm not loving this. I better get better. Time to install. I also love my new toy. Time for the reveal.